All right, so welcome once again. It's exactly 4 p.m. Good evening, and I hope our week went absolutely well. Well, mine did. I particularly enjoyed the weekly review sessions with everyone. Okay, can we see me? Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me clearly? All right, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so as we all know, the reason why we're here is for our weekly mentorship session. This is the very first one actually, and I'm really excited about this because, okay, thank you. Because the speaker is one of us. She's a team member at SciSec NG. So this is like a really exciting thing. Okay, so right up, I'll be calling on our speaker to come on board. But before then, I'll just like to make a few announcements. So regarding the attendance for this session, yes, we'll be taking attendance. So look out for it in the chat box because I'll be posting it there. I'll also be posting it on YouTube for people on YouTube to see the link and then take the attendance as well. Also make it available on Discord channel. So if you're still there, you can actually just check for it. And as usual, the link will be active for only 30 minutes. So yeah, fastest fingers. Okay, now up next, I'll be calling on our speaker for today. Her name is Oluwadamiloju Odubemi. She's also known as Nerdy Chick. So feel free to call her Nerdy Chick, all right? That's her nickname, tech name. So she's a techie by all standards, particularly in cybersecurity and other aspects of tech. She has actually been in this field for over 5 years. Okay, so she studied business administration in Babcock University. So if any of you is from Babcock here, please do well to connect with her on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and other social media handles we'll be sharing. Okay, so if she's here with us, kindly say hello. Nerdy, are you here with us? Okay.
Hi, guys.
Okay. Hello. We're excited to hear from you this evening. All right. Okay, so that will be all for now. So after the speaker is done, we'll take our questions and any other contributions we have, and then we'll take final announcements for next week. Okay, so yes, Nerdy Chick. Okay, so guys, I think we're ready to hear from her now.
So can you unmute myself? Okay. Hello, everyone. Hurry up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello. Okay. It's great to be with you guys. How are you guys doing? Okay. So today I'll be speaking on careers in tech. Careers in tech. So before I go on, let me give you guys a brief history. So as Mary said, I studied business administration in Babcock University in 2017. I was a victim of cyber theft. So I tried withdrawing money from my ATM, and then I couldn't withdraw for some reason. So I went into the bank and they were like, "Oh, you don't have enough money in your account." I'm like, I don't have enough money. Okay, from where to where? Anyway, I started going to the bank for investigations and all, and then they discovered my card was used somewhere in Brazil, in quotes, Brazil in quotes. So I joined cybersecurity then. I started cybersecurity in the same 2017. That was while I was serving. I did my certified secure user exam with SciSec Nigeria, and that was when I joined SciSec. Cybersecurity has been a little bit challenging, but at the same time, with friends, with guides, it has been super cool, super interesting. And I will tell you guys that cybersecurity is a lot of work, but if you're in the right community, if you keep the right group of friends, like if you have like 3 or 4 friends that do cybersecurity with you together, you really enjoy it. So let me start by sharing my screen. First, I can't share my screen now. Can you please
Okay,
help me?
just a moment. Okay, I think you should be able to share now.
Oh, yes, I can. Can you all see my screen? Okay. So careers in tech. So there are many careers in tech, but I'll just be speaking on a few. And then I'll give you guys some statistics on the demographics between men and women in some of these careers. And then I'll give you guys the the, the gap in their salary. So you guys will see. Okay, let's go. So can you all see my screen? Okay, great.
Yes, we can. We can see your screen.
Okay, so according to Money.US News, these are the best career paths in tech. So this is according to Money.US News and partly what I call it, partly my own careers in tech, if I may say. So the first is software development. So software developers and programmers are often mistaken. So yes, some software developers are programmers, but not all software developers are programmers. And if you can see my screen, it says software developers invent technologies we sometimes take for granted, of course. Like for instance, all of us have seen an alarm clock. I don't know if you've taken a minute or two to think that who invented this? How did this person invent this? So that's the work of a software developer. And it goes further to say, it's just a report of the demographics and also their salary pay. It says, according to Global Software Developer Survey in 2022, majority of developers are males. So 91% of all responders, female, amounted to only 5%. So why 91% of the responders were male? So that's the people that filled the survey. Only 5% were female. So let's go on to see the demographics. So I hope this is clear enough. So let me try to pinch it. So if you can see it, it says 91.1% are males, then 5.17% are females, while the others are binary or non-binary, and others prefer not to say. So you guys can see that there's really an issue with women in tech. And this is why the Shiris program is for us. We're trying to bridge the gap between men in tech. We're trying to move the gap closer so that it doesn't seem like, okay, 90 to 5%. Let's try to move it to at least 60 to 40, then we go to 50, 50, then we go to 60 and higher. I'm sure we can all do that. And I know that's part of why you guys are here. Let's move on. So the next one on my list is data science. I'm sure a lot of us here want to do data science. And data science is an interesting career path. I won't say I ventured into data science, but because I love Excel, I found it easy. But, it wasn't my calling, if I may say. So let's move on. It says data science use technology to glean insights from large amounts of data they gathered. So that's like, okay, let's say you're trying to do your final year project. If you're in the commercial part of it, if you study anything related to what do we call it now? Management sciences in school, you know that you will need to have questionnaires and all of that. And you need to give out questionnaires to carry out a survey. So you see that sometimes you have to do a large number. So data science helps us to break down this number in minutes, if I may say. So it says it's a field that requires statistics, quantitative reasoning, and computer programming skills. So don't get scared. It's not everybody in data science that does the coding aspect of it. So some people just do the maths parts, the statistics parts, and that's all they do. So if you have a good team, you may be 5 on the team. So your own mate, you may be to handle the maths part or the statistics, and then another person is to do the coding aspect. So let's move on. So this one is very interesting. So it says 79% of data scientists in the world are men. That's in the world amongst 5 points, how many billion people? So if someone can help me to do the calculation. So let's just say 80% of 5 billion are data scientists and they are men, imagine. While we were just 20%. So I hope you are seeing the reason why we need to be in tech, and we need to be up and right in our different fields. Then it goes further to say women earn 92 cents for every $1 earned by men. So that's like for every 1,000 naira, or for every $1, we earn 92 naira. Oh no, not up to 90, not less, not, it's a lot more than 92 naira. For every $1, we earn 92 cents. And that's pretty cool, but we're still preaching equality. So we want everything to be 105,000 for men and 105,000 for women, not just 105,000 for men and 97,000 for women. No, we want 105,000 to 105,000 both ways. So let's go on. Our next topic is systems analysts. This one is really interesting, and sometimes people mix it up with IT support. So systems analyst is different from IT support. So systems analysts leverage both the knowledge of information technology and business together. So they use it to design computer systems and processes for their clients. So let's say someone like Dangote comes to say, okay, he wants a solution that will help both his technology part and then his business part of his product. Is a system analyst that will do all of that. Let's go to their demographics. So it says 76.7% are men, while 23.3% are women. 76.7% are men. So again, this is not, how will I put it? It's not satisfying to me, or no, it's not even satisfying. Is I don't know. So anyway, that's part of why you guys are here. We're here to bridge the gap. And I hope by the time you guys end this bootcamp, I'm hoping to see some people go through the part of systems analysis before they choose what they want to do finally. And then it says their salary, $83,976 for men, while for ladies it is $78,190. We're still preaching equality. Equality is about 4,000 plus difference. That 4,000 plus can do a lot. So we're saying let it be $83,976 both ways, not just for male and then a lesser amount for we ladies. No. The next career path is web developer or web development. So for some people, for somebody like me, my career path in into tech started from web development or web design. So I started web development first. I started with HTML and CSS, then you add JavaScript, then you now decide whether it's front end or back end. Then you move into web design. That's the WordPress aspects. That's the easier version of web. So anyway, so you see, if you ask most of the people you know, most of the people in tech now, most of them either starts from graphics design or web development. So it says web development creates, or web developers create and maintain websites and web applications. And they use web-facing technology to build software. They talk with clients to understand their needs and build websites that meet them. Yes. So I think this is everybody has gone to a website before. Not everybody has seen a web application, or not everyone has visited a web application. please, if you not, take time to visit it. Web design is really interesting. So now we see the demographics. So we see 71.5% are men, while 28.5% are women. So I think, I don't know, these days it's like everybody is just shying away from tech. A lot of people go to the medical line, but they forget that they will still have to fall back to us in one way or the other. So let's educate our friends, let's inform them of the need to join tech. And I'm hoping that out of the over 300 people that are in this bootcamp, we'll be able to see like 70% that are into tech fully after this bootcamp. Then we go on to their salary. So we see 71,985 dollars, pardon me, for men, while $68,090 for women. So again, this is like 2,000 plus, and this $2,000 can do a lot. So we keep preaching, let's bridge this gap, let's do this. So imagine if your colleagues at work earn 71,985 naira, and then you are earning 68,090 naira. How will you feel? How will you feel? So let's preach tech to everyone. Moving on, cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is very, very interesting. Cybersecurity is a whole lot, but it's very, very interesting. I'm hoping to see some people, come up to join SciTech community or to join any other community. I'm hoping to meet some of you in the future at cybersecurity events and at infotech events, infosecurity events. So cybersecurity analysts install and maintain firewalls of data or data encryption software. There are many areas in cybersecurity. We have penetration testing, we have forensics, we have vulnerability assessments. There are a whole lot, cryptography, a whole lot. And it's very broad and it's really interesting. Let me not talk too much about it because this is my area of specialization. Moving on, we see the statistics, the gender demographics. We see 78.5% of them are men, and then 21.5% are ladies. I'm really happy to be part of this 21.5%. So we're looking forward to having a situation where it's 50-50, and then we overtake. And then going on to their salary, we see is $82,280 for the guys, and then $83,503 for us the ladies. And we're looking forward to where is 88,280 both ways, not just 88,503 for ladies and the other for guys. The next part is IT support. IT support. IT support encompasses any form of assistance with tech-related services and products. So it means that IT support is responsible for anything that has to do with technology related, whether physical or hardware, software, or network. Then IT support, they now have, they have further, they have different career paths under IT support. So that's why you see some people focus on network administration, while some focus on software, and all of that is still under IT support. Then we see that the gap is 82.2% male, 17.8% female. So I attended a program last month. It was on IT support in Lagos. And then I was happy to see that a lot of ladies were they really wanted to join the IT support. I see that sometimes it can be a bit challenging, but with time, if you are ready to learn, it won't be so challenging. Then we see their salary is $99,849 for the men, and then $92,009 for ladies. Again, we're preaching bridge the gap and equality. So we're waiting for a point where we see that is 99,000 for guys and then 99,000 for ladies. And next one is cloud computing. Cloud computing. So if I wasn't invested in cybersecurity, I'll probably be doing cloud computing. Was my second choice. So it says cloud computing engineers design, build, and maintain various data communication networks. So everything that is not in our physical environment, I mean, everything that is on the cloud is cloud computing. And cloud computing is a whole lot, but it's really interesting. It's really interesting. If you need any advice or anything on cloud computing, please just send me a message or text me. And then you can note your questions, or you can send them to the chat. I will answer them later. So we see the demographics. So we see for guys, it is 89.5%, and then for ladies, it's 10.5%. The salary is $86,143 for men, and then $82,186 for ladies. So again, we're preaching equality. We're waiting to get to the stage where it's same for female and male. The next one is product design. So product design is, at the moment, is the reigning thing in Nigeria and almost all parts of Africa, because you don't require coding and it's quite easy to learn. So you can just, if you're interested in product design, I have a few courses, a few books that will help you. So you can just ask Mary, she'll send you my email address, and then you get it from there. So it says product designers are responsible for the user experience of a product, usually taking direction on the business goals and objectives from product managers. Again, there is always a product manager and there's always a product team. So a product team, a product manager, products, that's where you have graphics, UI, UX, and all of that. Moving on, we see the demographics. You see, we have 74.2% of product designers are men and 25.8% are women. And then the salary, it is $110,756 for men and $141,000 for ladies. And that's the end of my presentation. Let me know if you have any question. I see a few hands raised up. I don't know if it's for me. Let me just know if you have any other thing. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so very much, Nedi Chick. So if we have any questions, quickly type it. Oh, I mean, they're already coming in. So I think we can start from there. Yes, I think we can start from the chat box. I'll also ask those on YouTube whether they have any questions for you, and I could read it out here. Okay, so first question says, how much, is this salary per month or year? I think the breakdown, demographics you were given. Oh, we can't hear you, Neddy. Yeah, okay, we can hear you
Can you
now.
hear me now? Okay, so
Yes,
it depends on your level, I would say. So for some people in cybersecurity or some people in software development, they earn as much as 200,000 annually. That's in dollars, it's not in naira. 200,000 annually. But if it's in naira, it depends. So I know some web developers that earn as much as 300,000-400,000. And then I also know some that earn like 120, 150. So it depends on your skills. It depends on what you can do. That's how I'll say it.
Okay, so another question here is, can we Okay, another question here is, can we combine two areas in tech, like the web development and cybersecurity?
Okay, so yes. So in cybersecurity, you usually come across web applications and web security. So yes, you may not combine them fully like you say, okay, I'm a web developer. No, but yes, to some extent, you can try combine both. But yes, you always come across web services, web applications in cybersecurity. So yes, so makes sense, yes.
Okay, thank you. Someone else is asking, can I combine cybersecurity and product design together? If yes, does it have side effects?
So I usually advise people to pick just one career path. Yeah, just starting. I won't advise you to pick two, so you don't get slammed in the middle of both. So I'll advise you to pick just one, whether product design or cybersecurity or software or any other thing you want, rather than you picking two.
Okay, someone else is asking, how do we bridge the discrimination against women in tech? I mean, entry-level positions are rarely given to women.
Okay, so there are a lot of organizations at the moment that give all this entry level specifically for ladies. And you can join a lot of communities, join a lot of female communities, join on Twitter, so we get regular job postings and all of that. And discrimination in the workplace, I don't know, you need to have like a group of friends that you can confide in. And if you have a female manager or a female manager in top or mid-level, it will be a great one for you. So she will understand all the things you are going through. But if you don't, always speak for yourself. And then social media is a place where you can speak for yourself against workplace discrimination.
Okay. Someone is asking for your social media handle.
I'll send something to Mary so you can share with them.
All right. All right, that's fine. Then we have another question here. Ma, you said cybersecurity is broad. Is it possible to do just a part in cybersecurity that's
Yes,
relating to web development?
yes, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Okay. Someone else is asking, does cybersecurity require knowledge of coding?
So So like I said earlier, for product design, on your team, if like in every cybersecurity organization, if you have like a team, so blue team, red team. So on your team, you may not be the programmer or the coder, or you may not be. So you may be like the penetration tester, or you may be the forensics person, or you may be in charge of crypto. So it's not compulsory you know cybersecurity, but it is always an added advantage. It is always, always. It always comes in. So I always advise you, especially for those just starting in tech, you need a coding language at one point or the other. So I will advise you to take one.
Okay, thank you, Neri. Okay, someone is asking, sorry, just a moment. Okay, I think that's for me concerning the attendance link. Okay, someone else is asking, I am into web development and product design. Would it affect me greatly if I continue with it? And then secondly, she asked, or should I just stick to one career path for the moment?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, she said, I'm into web development and product design. Will it affect me if I continue with it, or should I stick to one career path at a time?
So if you are just starting, I will advise you stick to one. So you become master of that one. Then as you progress, you may now decide to choose any other one you want to do, or if you still want to remain with that one. So I advise you to just stick to one.
Okay, so this next question is for you, Neddy. I think it's kind of personal, but the person wants to know that the person is actually studying web development at the moment. And you mentioned earlier during your presentation that you started out with web development before going into cybersecurity. So what discouraged you from pursuing web development?
So I would not say it discouraged me, but I just discovered cybersecurity along the line. I went for a program and then someone came to talk about cybersecurity, and it was really exciting. So it wasn't like it discouraged me. It was like a new passion, if I may say. Yeah,
More like awakened a new passion.
exactly.
Okay. Someone is saying, I'm not into a career, but would like to know how one can protect him or herself from cyber attack.
I believe you should be cyber attacks. I believe you should be taught that in the
Yeah,
yeah.
cybersecurity
So,
course, yes.
yes.
So
So
wait
you
for
guys
next
do that.
week.
It's a whole
Yes,
lot.
yes.
Do that. Enjoy it.
So your next week's course, the answer to that question will be there. And if by the end of next week you still have the question in mind, you can do well to ask on Discord, and then we'll channel you to the right answer and path. Okay. All right. So more questions or contributions. I think at this point I can let anyone unmute themselves to like say hello and ask their questions in person. I think some persons have been raising their hands. So if you're interested in speaking, you can actually unmute yourself. So please ensure your environment is quiet enough so we
Hello,
can hear you.
good
Hi,
evening.
good
Yeah,
evening.
I'm Bolu.
Hello, Bolu.
Yeah, okay. Please, I just wanted you to share more light on IoT, that's I think smart systems. Then I want to ask that, like a community like this SciSec that offers training and then try to develop people in the cybersecurity, is there any community like that for IoT also? Thank you. Did you get me?
Yes, yes. Just a moment
Yeah,
to
that's
attend
for
to your
me, right?
question.
That's for me, yeah.
Yes, yes, I believe so.
Okay. So
Yes.
IoT is big data. So IoT is like connecting everything around you to maybe your phone, or let's say connecting everything in your car to your car remote or to your key. So that's how IoT is. IoT is really big, is interesting too, but I said these are my top areas in tech. So yeah, IoT is really big too. So about the community about on IoT, I don't know. I can help you check. Yeah.
Okay, then she mentioned, I think, platforms where she can get the lessons on IoT. First and foremost, I would say Google is your number one friend. It will amaze you that some persons here actually found out about SciSec and this bootcamp on Google just by researching and finding out. You're the one who has the desire, you have the passion, you want to learn. So first thing, you have to search on Google, what places can I learn these things for free at a discounted rate? What kind of boot camps are available for learning IoT? What communities are available both within and outside Nigeria? What would it cost me? Because a lot of these trainings are not free. Knowledge is not free. It will cost you your time, it will cost you your data. If at all you're not paying for the course content, it will cost you your time, your data, your energy, and your dedication. So you have to be ready to invest in whatever area of interest you have. I hope that helps. Okay, someone else is asking, for how
Yes,
long
thank
can
you
it
so
take?
much.
Okay, you're welcome. For how long can it take for how long can one take to qualify as a professional in careers in tech? I think this depends on the path you have chosen and then what you want to achieve. Because
Yeah.
for each path, there are like different aspects. Each is, like she mentioned, cybersecurity is broad. So if you just want to stop at being an ethical hacker, it might take you a different time frame than those people that want to become CISOs. I don't know if you understand. So each path you choose actually has its own time frame, and then depending on where you want the peak of your career to be, if you want to stop at the basics, if you want to go further to intermediate, if you want to become a professional, or if you want to lecture in it, if you want to, so it just depends on you, basically. Okay, someone else is asking, I'm a newbie in tech and I'm confused on which career I should go for or start with. Neddy, can you advise the person being a newbie in tech?
So I always say research. Google is your best friend. Google and YouTube. So this Google and YouTube, they are, how will I put it? They should be like beside us. If you have any problem, you should run to Google first or YouTube first. Then you can now share with your community or others. But concerning you getting into tech, I won't say I will decide for you, but I will advise you to read, watch videos, watch about different career paths, and then you see which one you're interested in. So It's self-discovery. You should do it on your own. Don't let me dictate, or don't let any other person dictate for you. Yeah.
So to add to that, anywhere you see like free webinars, free tutorials, free sessions on different areas in tech, just try to pay attention, try to watch the videos, or try to partake in the webinars, because these things actually give you an insight to that particular area in tech. So if you're carrying along now with any particular area, let's say you have interest in cybersecurity, IoT, web development, and you're confused on which to pick, at least when you watch some videos on each of them, you can say, okay, I think this one has more math, this one has more coding. Do I really want to do coding, or do I really want to do science? Do I really want to do math? Do I really want to do practicals, or do I just want to write reports? Things like that. So you also check with your personal goals and where your areas of strengths are for you to choose which path to take. Okay. So let me check for more questions. Someone is asking, is it possible I go for all the careers in tech before choosing the one I feel most comfortable in?
So tech is large. Tech is a whole lot. If you say you want to go through all the careers in tech, that's like you're going like 5-6 years before you now choose one. I say you start somewhere. I would advise you to start somewhere. So like the last person that asked the question, the same thing will apply to you. Attend webinars, go for physical events, attend meetups, go through videos on YouTube, journals on Google, just read and watch through, make friends with techie people, so they start talking to you, you see which one you're interested in and all of that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've basically covered almost all the questions. You can still unmute yourself if you have a question and you want to ask in person. You can actually unmute yourself to do that.
Is there any question from YouTube?
Yes, the question from YouTube is how the person can join SciSec NG community, and I have attended to that. Anyway, you can join by following us on our social media handles and joining the WhatsApp group. Then you're also on the right path by joining this bootcamp, after which will be migrated to the WhatsApp group. So if you want to further in cybersecurity, that's a good start for you. We have regular webinars, we have monthly webinars, and we have weekly cybersecurity community webinars. So if you check our YouTube page, you'll see a lot of the webinar videos we've done in time past, and then you can join for more. If your interest is basically in cybersecurity, this will really suit you very well. And then we have some free courses on the Academy. Some more free courses will be uploaded on the Academy as well. So you can check and then take courses at your leisure. And then, yes, virtual courses. Okay. Do we have any other questions? You can unmute yourself to ask. Are we shy this evening? Okay, so for the attendance link, I'll be closing it in the next 15 minutes. It's almost time. So it will be closing in the next 15 minutes. So do well to go and take your attendance. If you tried earlier and it wasn't working, it has been working for a while now. So do well to go and take your attendance. Okay, yeah, the WhatsApp group invite will be shared with you on Discord. Nelly, please, can we get your contact details?
My contacts, do you mean my phone number, email?
No, your email address, social media handle.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll type it on the chat here.
Hello, coach.
Hello.
This is Miracle. I'm calling from August State. Please, I wasn't really hearing you guys because of my network over here. I came pretty late. I have to walk around to look for network. I want to ask, please, I'm looking for the attendance list. How will I get to it?
Okay. Hello. You can check the chat box. The attendance list is there. Attendance link is actually there. It's been there. You can check YouTube as well. It's also there. Okay, someone has a question. Yeah, you're welcome. Someone has a question. Is the AWS Cloud Practitioner Professional Certificate enough for an entry-level job?
So at the moment, cloud computing is going well. So I would say it's enough. You need something that will make you stand out. So not just the AWS. You need something else. So it may be that something else, something different. So don't just restrict yourself to that. If you can do maybe another course, another professional exam, that's fine. If not, you may try a programming language or something. Just something to differentiate you from someone that has the same certificate as you do.
Okay, so we're taking one final question before we call it an evening with our speaker. So anyone else with a question?
I just need
Okay, we have a question in the chat box. Please, can you expatiate more on the requirements for entry level?
So requirements for entry level depends on the career path you are choosing. That's how I put it. So for cybersecurity, you need to have vast knowledge. Like maybe you need to, at least you need to be able to do some things on Linux, on Kali Linux. So yeah, that's cybersecurity. So for web design or software design, you need to, how will I put it? For web design, you need to be able to maybe write like 100 lines and it come out well. So that's for me. So entry level, how will I put it? So it varies for different career paths and it varies. So if it's me that is trying to employ you now, my requirements will be different from Mary's requirements. You can just check Jobaman. Some of them may be similar, but they will not be the same. Check Jobaman, check Indeed, check all these different job sites. You see that they are similar, but they are not the same. And of course, it varies for our career paths.
All right, thank you so very much, Neddy. I think at this point, we will actually want to say a big thank you. So if you want to say thank you in person, you can unmute yourself. But this is me appreciating the time with you. And we do hope to have your slides so we can go over it again, take our notes. And then I think I'll send it to them via email and share it with everyone if you allow. I can share it with everyone via email so they can refer to it and then they can make further findings on the different career paths you mentioned. So, okay, can see thank you on the chat box. So we really do appreciate this session with you. So just say your name, where you're speaking from, and then just appreciate Neddy.
My name is Esther Tome. I'm speaking from Chicago. I really appreciate your presentation. I'm sorry you had to go through what you went through to become what you are now. Women should stand up and go in that field. That is what we should do. Thank you so much for everything. May God bless you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Nadine.
My name is Victoria from talking from Illinois. I really appreciate it. The session was very, very interesting and I learned a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naibi, for the presentation. This is Grace from Rwanda. It was enjoyable to hear you. Like it seems like there's many stereotypes, stigmas, like about women's in tech, but I think with the women's, I the one to take down and remove those stereotypes, stigmas, and let also women's be like involved in tech. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm happy to hear from you from Rwanda.
Thank you from Rwanda. Thank you, Nadine.
Hey, Nedi. This is Oluwatoyin from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for the wonderful session.
I hope I got that right.
Yeah, right.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Okay, so at this point, we'll be telling Nedi bye so we can have a few announcements for our next week's session. So we'll give the speaker a moment to actually just give us closing remarks or something.
Thank you guys for having me. And then if you have any worry, anything bothering you, just send me a mail or send me a message on LinkedIn. I'll reply you instantly. Thank you for having me. Shout out to SciSec. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you in the future or seeing some of you getting into really cool career paths and waiting for you guys at the top. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye Nedi. Thank you very much. Okay, so hello once again, everyone. I'll just take 2 minutes of our time to run through a few things. So first of all, I want to believe that we have all successfully completed the next steps. That is joining the Discord channel, of course, the weekly review sessions, of course, taking our course, our quiz, our projects. I hope we have all done that. If you have, just type yes in the chat box. If you have been able to do that, oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so here's a final reminder that the project will no longer be accepting responses for project and quiz from 12 midnight today. So if you haven't completed those, do well to do that as soon as possible, please. You have just till 12 midnight. After midnight by 12, we will not be attending to any requests or any form of plea. We will not be reopening it. I mean, we had a lot of time to do that. So please, if you haven't done so, complete that before 12 midnight today. And then tomorrow we'll be adding courses, the next course to everyone. So the title is Introduction to Cybersecurity. Some of us have gone ahead to try and take a certain quiz on the academy. I don't know. Are we eager to learn? Are we that eager to learn? I mean, let's wait for the rest of us now, right? Let's hold on, let's chill. Okay, so yeah, we'll be adding the course to our accounts, provided that the email address you used is the same one. However, if there are any issues, we'll also always be there to help you resolve them. Then a lot of you have been doing amazing on Discord channel, like you've been helping yourselves. That is so wonderful. I appreciate that. It means you really get everything, and it means you're really following, you're sticking to the updates, you're paying attention to the announcements, and that is awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So please keep doing that. If you notice, our bots on Discord is actually taking notice of people who are active. So the more active you are, the higher your ranking is. I mean, some people are already on level 7, level 8. That's a good one. So keep up with, you know, attending to responses and inquiries. You like I mentioned during the onboarding session, we have giveaways for people who are most active on the Discord channel. So that's a very good way to actually earn something for yourself. So we'll be adding the course to you tomorrow. From tomorrow, we'll be adding the course to every one of us. Introduction to Cybersecurity, that's the title of the course. Right now, you can't add it to yourself. It's a paid course and all, but we'll be adding it to everyone for free. And then we'll be doing a video tutorial. So the video tutorial will be included in the email I will be sending out to everyone on Monday. So the email will have Nedi Chick's contact details. It will have her slides if you want to, you know, learn more or go over the slides with regards to what we've discussed today during her mentorship session. Then the email will also have a video tutorial on how to take your next course on the academy, how to take it, how to see it. You will also get a notification when it has been added to you. So all of that will be included in the email. Then I'll also be including FAQ questions, that's frequently asked questions for the project for next week, so that we better understand what we're asked to do. And then feel free to ask your questions on the Discord channel, but ensure that before you ask your questions, you have gone through your email, you have watched this session, you were in attendance, and you have gone through announcements, because it's not fair if you come and ask a question that has already been answered. I mean, think about it. It's really not fair, right? It means you're not reading. It means you're not staying up to date with the updates. It means you're not checking your calendar, and you should be doing all these things because they actually help you on this journey. It helps you to get clarifications. So please, please, and please ensure you are referring to your calendar, you're checking your emails, and then you're checking announcements. You're also reading the chats, because imagine a lot of you will answer questions and then people will come back to ask the same questions again. It's not fair now, right? So please, let's try to always pay attention and read through before we ask any questions, please. Okay, that being said, I am shutting down the attendance right now. Should I give us more time? Should I give us 5 more minutes? Is there anyone here that hasn't filled their attendance?
Yes, so, but I can't access it.
Oh, what's the issue? I think it has to be your network, because it's open and a lot of persons have filled over 150 persons have filled it. So, okay, I would resend the link now.
I can't see it.
You can't see the link, or? Sorry, I'm not getting you. What can't you see?
I can't see the link to the attendance.
Okay, it's been shared severally, except you came late. It's been shared and it's been shared again. Thank you, Esther Eze. Thank you, Joy. It's been shared again. So quickly. We have just 5 minutes. At exactly 10 minutes past 5 p.m., we'll be shutting it down. All right. So, okay. So I hope we understood what I just said concerning next week's course. So do well to attend your weekly review session. It's going to really be amazing. The first weekly review session will be with me, and the second one with Coach Juliet. So we all know that those are very interactive sessions. So let's not miss them. And then we have attendance for those sessions as well. Let's not miss them. Then if you know you wouldn't be able to make it for any of the sessions, do well to inform your coaches. Not after attendance had been taken, and then you do well to inform your coaches before time. I understand some persons may have events, unexpected occurrences happening here and there. Do well to inform your coaches with like a proof. So if you wouldn't be around, inform them with a proof, something to like back up what you're saying, so that we automatically mark you present, or you do not score a 0 for your attendance for that session, please. always inform beforehand. Some persons do that via email, some persons do that via DM. So please, so you don't have to wait till you've missed your attendance before informing us. It means, should I continue? Just do well to inform us beforehand, all right? Okay, so at this point, I believe we're all clear on everything. We have 3 more minutes for the attendance. Yes, the weekly review sessions are very interactive and informative. So let's not miss them for anything. Let's try to make it there. And then it's fastest fingers. I actually like the fact that we have to, hurry to put in our suggestions, hurry to type in what we feel, hurry to type in what we know, the new thing we have learned. Like, it's always so engaging. I mean, you have questions that are puzzling your mind, you have new insights to what you're learning, and then you have to hurry to type your answers. So that's really amazing. Maybe this time around we'll have it with a twist, maybe a little game. We might play a little game and, just to make it more interactive. Okay, Christelle, you want to say something?
Yes, coach. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon.
Christelle from Yaoundé, Cameroon.
Hi.
Hello. I wanted to say that yesterday, the link sent for attendance, each time I tried to submit, it told me that I had already responded. So I didn't know what happened.
Probably it had already accepted your response, maybe the first time you tried.
That was the thing. That was my first time trying, and the page, the form did not appear. It just took me directly to you've already responded.
Oh. Okay, when you actually okay, can you send your email to Coach Juliet or your full name to Coach Juliet so she can verify that and then confirm with you? If you have a screenshot of what you saw for the form too, that would also help.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then that's fine. So just send her a DM on Discord and she will attend to that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Any other person?
Yes, I have. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Esther. I'm calling from the UK. So,
hello, Esther.
The last session we had on Wednesday, I asked if the review on Friday is going to be compulsory, and you said no. But on Friday, I found that it was compulsory because we're going to sign in again to take attendance again. I don't know if you can remember.
Okay, not exactly. And I'm sorry if that was the case, though I don't recall, but I really apologize for that. It's actually compulsory. Yes, maybe I didn't get your question right, but it's actually compulsory. So you have to attend the one for Wednesday and Friday.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, anyone else?
I have a question.
Okay.
Raise your hand.
It's also
Okay, I raise hand without putting it.
It's also similar to what the other person said. When I tried filling the attendance yesterday, it told me that I had already put my attendance already.
Okay, so just the same procedure I asked her to follow. Just message Coach Juliet with your full names so she can verify whether your response was actually received. And then if you have a screenshot of that message you got, please do that. Are we sharing answers on the chat box? Should we disqualify these people? We're not supposed to share the answers on the chat box, please. It's part of why we should come early and listen attentively. Please, let's desist from doing that, okay? Persons who do not come early. Yes, let's desist from doing that, okay? Anyone else? It's actually time. Okay, I'm locking it right now. I do hope we've been able to finish up with our attendance. All right, so okay, so that's it for today. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. So please, in case of next time, do not share any answer. Do not share any answer. If you are caught doing so, you'll actually be penalized. Do not share any answer because everyone was given the same set of instructions. I mean, you're not even being fair to yourself. You logged in on time, you've been listening, you've been taking notes, and then you just give away answers for free. We don't do things like that now, right? So please, except it's an issue, complaints, technical issues, you can assist, no problem with that. But sharing your answers, that's not being fair to yourself. You've learned these things. And yeah. So thank you also very much for attending this session. Look forward to meeting you on Wednesday. Okay, so be prepared, do well to take your courses so that you can follow up for the Wednesday and Friday sessions before time. Once again, by this Saturday, which is today, midnight, the links will be shut down for your quiz, for your course, and for your projects. You won't have access to them anymore. So please do well to go and complete those if you haven't already done so. All right, so see you. Bye.